Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an evening of jazz and Starcraft. My name is JaKaTaK, and with me tonight is Temp0. Temp0, how are you this evening?
Well, I'm doing just wonderful right now. I'm pretty excited here. We have spawned onto one of these maps with two wonderful players.
Absolutely. We've got spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of our screen, we have Flipside Tactics Reborn. And in the top left, we've got Exile 5's Neuro, recently signed to Exile 5 with the mighty pig, whom we all know and love.
Yeah, quite a notorious character he is as well, and maybe they've kind of shared strategies with each other, trying to excel a bit more as we head into the earlier stages of this expansion that we've just got into.
Yeah, absolutely. Legacy of the Void recently coming out and making a splash in the real-time strategy world, as it would.
Indeed.
Very little competition out there for Starcraft, too. Westwood hasn't put anything out in quite a while.
It's been a while, and kind of holding down the fort. Kind of how this drone will be holding down this fort. It does take one of the high-yield expansions over here, and I believe it is a triple hatchery before the pool.
Yeah, you would be correct in your belief. Reality matches your belief. Not always true for every human, but you managed to
for now
get that nice, beautiful land of reality. Get to live in there for a while.
What a nice, beautiful place that is.
It is. It's quite nice. It can get scary at times, but that's all right. Everything is fine here tonight with Jazz and Starcraft.
Yes.
So, yeah, we've got one gas expand here for our Protoss player, and things are beginning to shape up and get a little lively.
Yes, they are. He was able to figure out the fact that Neuro was going to be going for that triple hatchery, so it kind of makes me wonder just a little bit. Protoss players, do they like to get more aggressive, especially on a map like this where they know those high-yield minerals are going to be pretty effective in amassing quite the army, but sometimes you can kind of just chill back yourself.
Absolutely, just keeping it relaxed here. He is chrono boosting out the first adept. Second adept can be chrono boosted out as well, so maybe we'll get to see a little bit of adept action going on. But overall, this map is very golden map. We've got I believe 6 gold bases on this map, more so than any map in the history of StarCraft 2.
Yeah, it's a lot. Somebody really did enjoy that color.
Yeah, very warm golden color of the minerals there, as we can see.
Kind of matches the backdrop as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This tile set really made for the gold minerals. Absolutely.
But as we do have it, I think you are correct, as things are going to be livening up. The Queen of Neuro going to make that nice little excursion across the map to meet up with her sister, actually. Oh no, but it's going to skip past there. The Adepts.
Things are getting intense and hot over here. One drone down already, and they're just going to be chasing around and canceling on that move over into the main.
Yep.
Dealing lots of damage, staying away from that roach up there as best they can. Ooh, look at that.
5
lots
kills,
of damage
6.
by those adepts.
Really nice. And, I do like that, though. It's one of those things where you don't go full in, like fully all in or anything like that. You just try to punish it as best as you can. And Neuro was probably aware of that, as he tried his best to minimize the damage, but he did end up losing a little bit there. Maybe 6 drones in total.
Absolutely. And we've got our 2 gateways coming down here, the wall. Flipside Tactics Reborn on a team with lots of great players.
Yes.
One of them.
Bales.
Absolutely. Bales as well. Yep, got to meet Bales in Philadelphia recently. Really great kid. Yeah, really nice guy. And we do have the beginnings here of spore crawlers coming down, staying nice and safe from any of those cloaked units or air units of the Protoss.
Oh. I don't it doesn't look like Reborn wants to go to that air path just yet, as he did decide to go for the robo, and The good part about the robos, you can get scouted, but sometimes you don't really make too many robo units out of it and just use it for that warp prism.
Yeah, that warp prism has become very important in Legacy of the Void, getting that fast warping across the map. I mean, otherwise,
I really
gateway in the middle of the map, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to ruin the map, though, you know, just let the map be as it is and just go on to it here. You don't have to really ruin it as much as you'd like to.
Absolutely, and we do have the warp prism coming across the map over here. Gonna go ahead and make a little bit of aggression. Has managed to avoid so far all detection from the Zerg player, avoiding all those units, and I'm gonna get a nice warp in over here, up in the top right.
This is actually really nice, kind of bypassing everything, taking a very nice scenic route, and the blink is going to be able to let him just get on up there with the vision, of course, from that warp prism.
Ooh, look at this. We got the Roach Warren being targeted down here.
Yep.
Nice save with these Zerglings as well. Excellently done so far. Going to continue blinking back, and that warp prism starting to take some damage. This attack is over.
Yeah, the Stalkers were able to get away for a bit of it, but unfortunately there will be no more Stalkers being warped in right there. And no more high ground vision. I think that is something really important to note.
It's going to be tough as a Stalker. A Stalker's life is difficult without that high ground vision that they come to know and love.
Yep, but here comes a nice little surround here from Neuro. Has been doing really nicely, actually, reacting. And a few of the Stalkers are going to be blink on back, and he's doing a very nice job retaining quite a few of them. I do like this control. Finesse.
We are, yeah, very beautiful, smooth finesse here. We have from Reborn just gliding those Stalkers, weakening and moving back, being very fluid in motion. Only 2 bases for our Protoss players, so a little bit of pressure here on Reborn to get something done with this pack of Stalkers here.
Yep. They've been trying their best to get as much as they can get done. And it looks like he is going to be taking a base behind it. And the supply is so even. It is so even at the moment, and
ooh, nice blink forward there, taking out some Queens and Ravager as well. Excellently done. The Hydras now are out though, and that might just be right about the time where maybe these Stalkers ought to head home.
Yeah. Can never forget about home, you know. It's good to go out onto the road, some of these bands kind of touring around, and never forget where home is, you know.
Oh no, absolutely. The road is a lonely place, and coming back home after long expeditions and out on shows is one of the most truly magnificent feelings that a person can feel.
For sure. Well, back here, looks like Reborn was able to get down the Nexus. He put down a Robo Bay, so I would assume that we're going to see something a bit more common nowadays that Disruptors become so popular.
Absolutely. People having a lot of fun playing with that Disruptor in Legacy of the Void. And nice little blinks there. Gonna chase those little lings away.
There's a lot of lings here still, but Reborn is looking to get a little bit more aggressive here as he does walk onto that creep. He has to be incredibly careful though.
Absolutely. Creep is a frightening place to be as a Protoss player, so you have to be very careful moving on there. Neuro setting up for a sort of flanking attack coming from an unexpected angle over here on the left side as Hallucinated Phoenix gets a good look at what's going on over here. Lots of macro hatcheries staying up on that larva count. Very important here for Zergs and Legacy of the Void, as the larva has been nerfed. Ooh, this is looking like a nice pincer attack here from the Zerg player.
Here it comes, and looks like Reborn does have a nice positioning. Don't know if the lings are going to be enough, but nice disruptor shot going to go on. And Reborn has been practicing a little bit with that.
Absolutely. Nice slow motion explosion fall of that Ravager shell as it skitters across the map there. Unfortunately getting hit by the Purification Nova. And we do have a big force coming in here, threatening the third base of our beloved Zerg, Neuro Swarm.
Yeah, he's gonna have to deal with this force on his front door. And he's gonna utilize the Hydralisk here. I do believe he ended up getting a Lurker then as well, but he's gonna just keep them here in the Hydralisk form. And I think they're gonna be quite effective here, Jack.
Oh, absolutely. Very frightened here. Is Reborn throwing down lots of force fields to try and keep his forces alive. Those Hydralisk can really deal out the damage. And we have a Spire coming up as well. A couple of Lurkers. The switch over into Mutus can be very scary, very powerful if done correctly. So Nero perhaps setting himself up long term for a move like that potentially.
Yeah, and it's kind of scary sometimes when, of course, you have all these units on your front door and you're debating whether you should go for such a tech switch. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment, make too many units of the same type, and kind of forget about the later stages of the game and what you can do to potentially catch your opponent off guard.
Absolutely. And really nice pylon placement is going to allow this counterattack to get easily parried here by the red Protoss. And we do have some little force here for Zealots, thinking about making a move when it feels right.
Yep. As they go here, a relatively undefended base, but there are a few Lurkers just hanging out.
Oh yeah, nice place to hang out there. Gonna be real difficult to get too much done here with Lurkers. Very strong positional unit, very strong on the defense. Managed to get one worker for those 4 Zealots. Not really the trade you're looking for when you're sending those guys out.
Yeah, I agree. 100% there. But I don't believe, not like Reborn put everything into that at all. He has other plans here as he does go on and take this gold base up here.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of trouble trying to secure this area. Let's see if this attempt here is the final attempt going to secure this 4th base. We look at the incomes for both players. We do have a bit of a mineral advantage for our Protoss player, but a gas deficit as Nero with a very, very low drone count.
Yeah.
Is becoming very, very gas heavy overall, just in general here, and not building any more drones with 11 Corruptors on the way.
Oh goodness. Looking like he does want to go make those Brood Lords. And Brood Lords can be incredibly effective here, and just depending on if the Stalkers can get into a good position. Only thing that worries me about that, but
we're gonna have to see here. Just this little motions over here off to the left side. And what is going on over here with the Zerg player is sort of caught in a corner there, having a little bit of troubles, but going to lose that base over on the left side. Fortunately, most of this has been mined out.
yeah.
A lot of the gas still left over, but I'm going to keep that in mind. Ooh, nice move over here. We've got a warp prism getting ready to do some nice quick warping, some harass in the back with the main army ready to make a move.
Love it, the multi-pronged aggression coming out from Reborn, and Neuro is holding it down in the middle of the map. The best that he can with those Lurkers, but he has to worry here in the main. Corruptors aren't really that great against dealing with Zealots, I would say.
No, definitely not. And a couple more free kills over here on the left side. Just going to clean up this base just a little bit here. As far as detection for our Protoss, we have one observer, but it is being placed positionally, not following the army, so you can really only deal with the Lurkers over here. Storm and 2 Stargates on the way for our Protoss player.
Looking to do a little bit of a transition and I did see him use those disruptor shots in order to... I guess the fact that he didn't have detection, he just made best with the tools that he had. And was able to take out a few lurkers there. And I feel like it is a nice thing to do if you don't have the detection. But he's going to add on another observer. And that transition that you named earlier with the double Stargate and Storm.
Yeah,
really
there's no air units out just yet. Fleet Beacon first, so we're looking at a Tempest almost sort of funny, almost like a PvP. We've got this Disruptor Ball. We're gonna maybe add on some Tempest. Who knows? Maybe we might even see some carriers tonight.
Oh, the good part too is those Tempests do really well against the Broodlords, carriers
absolutely.
as well. And, what a beautiful night it has been.
Yeah, it's a lovely night for Starcraft. It's almost every night, I think, is a nice night for Jazz and Starcraft.
Spice it up with some Tempest, some Broodlords, carriers.
A lot of Queens here. Good for the transfuse. Really almost no ground force to speak of. A couple of Lurkers are going to help out quite a bit. And lots of splash damage going down all over the place. And yet, we do have this Lurker fighting it out, getting 2 kills, 6 kills so far. Staying alive through all this chaos is amazing. My goodness.
Going on at the moment.
Beautiful.
Elegant moves here from the Stalkers, blinking, and Disruptors shooting the Purification Novas.
Look
but
at
it doesn't
that.
look like the Broodlords are going to reign supreme, as well
Look
as
at
the
this
Lurkers.
11 kill Lurker. Lovely.
Yep, look at him go. So brave. 43 hit points.
Yep, that's all it's left, but turns out, just as Day 9 is so fond of saying, a 1 hit point Lurker just does the same amount of damage as a 200 hit point Lurker. And
It's a really nice way to look at it, you know?
yeah, it's very good, wise words from our wise friend, Mr. Day 9, who we always keep in mind as we're playing our games of Starcraft.
A few Dark Temple are going to be just moving on out, it looks like. Trying to get some damage done. Down goes a Spore Crawler.
Spore Crawler down. This base is in deep trouble, and that's the Hive there.
Yep.
A lot of white blinking objects here for Nero to deal with. And it looks like he's going to be making a push right into the front while all this is going on. We did have some Vipers on the way. There they are. Got some over there. I think 7 was the full number. And going to be trying their best to clear up these Dark Templar. A couple of Lurkers at home should be able to finish things up with the detection. And we just got this big main push coming through here with our 11 kill Lurker now fully healed.
Oh, go. He's right back there. And, a big force of Broodlords are going to be going in here to the base of Reborn. He's doing a lot of damage here in the base of Neuro, but that Lurker, they're really doing a lot. He's a Slayer. One of them was a Slayer, the other...
Slayer's Lurker.
Yeah.
Will, of course, be mentored now by Boxer himself, as we all know, despite the fact that he is indeed a Zerg.
He's actually a Ravager. The Lurker here by the base of Reborn is having maybe an identity crisis, perhaps?
Well, you know, that can happen. With the swarm intelligence or the hive mind of the Zerg, it can be difficult to find your individuality.
Indeed.
And, you know, sometimes you have a little bit of struggles with that, but that's all right.
That's what life is about, just finding out who you truly are and where you stand. And
oh, yeah. Getting it all out tonight here.
Yep.
Getting it all figured out. And nice position over here. Going to be able to take this base over the side. Morphins, more Broodlords. This Broodlord Viper combination with you know, some Queens, Lurker, and some Hydras mixed in here. But this Sky Zerg style from Neuro. Yeah, very nice to see. Still having some trouble with this harassment over on the right side, though.
Yeah, but that Zealot, the 3 Zealots have been going. That Lurker, once again, coming into play. I really do like the way that he does utilize them. The position, you know, kind of spreading them out. And,
Yeah, many people, I think, would take their lurkers with them on the attack, but he's keeping about one per base just nearby for some defense. And it's proved to be a quite effective tactic for Neuro this evening.
Yeah. So it's looking like Reborn is running out of an army here, or the standing army at least. He is taking another base on the... Oh no, but for him, looks like Nervo is going to find it, and he can only hide for so long. Feels like he must.
Try some blinks here. Ooh. Just barely not getting that Overseer. Looks like that was his last hope. Trying to kill off that Overseer, maybe get something done with the DTs, but I'd like to thank Reborn and Neuro for their fantastic game, and of course, Mr. Temp0 himself. Thank you for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
JaKaTaK. Yeah, maybe I guess until next time, we'll see ya.
Absolutely. From everyone here on Jazz and Starcraft, wish you a wonderful evening. Go and play some ladder games and listen to some jazz yourself. And stay calm and cool and collected and go win some ladder points. We'll see you next time.